Hi there everyone, it's the guy with no gamer tag here, and I'm here for another Black Ops 2 commentary. And what we're talking about today is all the next gen stuff, consoles, games, and anything else, capture cards as well. So, first things first, the next gen consoles. Just in the last few days, Xbox has realised they fucked up bad. They were losing a lot of customers because of the DRM and no used games. They've just recently changed that. The only time you have to go online is the first time you start the console up. If you go online, then you can play offline whenever you want, and also there are no restrictions on used games, so that makes it in a way a level playing field with PS4. I will say now, unless PS4 suddenly announce a feature that really ruins the console, I'm going PS4. Just because I've got friends on the PS3 already, it's a lot cheaper, and I don't want all these fancy features you get on the Xbox. I mean, for instance, just like the whole thing, when you say TV, and it goes to TV, what if you're just talking on your game, and it's like, hey look, there's a TV, and it suddenly switches to TV? How annoying could that be? I just think that it's very nice. It's quite flash. It's just a bit overkill for what I want. I want something which I want to use as a gaming console. If I want to watch a DVD, I'll just go on my DVD player. If I want to go on YouTube or Skype, I'll go on my computer. That's how I do it. That's how I've made my decision. I want to see what you guys think. Please, just when you've got there, just let me know what you want to do. I personally have my views. I admit, with my views, I am very I'd say I'm kind of usually to the point on my views. I would just say what I think. I'm also open to hear what other people say, because I admit other people will want to get the Xbox because they've got friends on Xbox. They have got all their trophies and stuff. They don't particularly want to lose them. But yeah, and the next thing is the next gen games. First things first, I want to cover Battlefield 4. I love the look of that game. There is the online gameplay and the single player gameplay looks amazing. If there's one thing I really want them to improve from Battlefield 3 is the campaign. The campaign in Battlefield 3 was awesome, but it was really short, and it was kind of disappointing. I just wished it had gone on for a bit longer, because it just didn't have... It had some depth, but it just wasn't long enough. It was I think it was like 10 missions long, so it just didn't quite have the length I wanted in a campaign. But the online on that game looks amazing. I mean, you can freaking blow up skyscrapers. What else could you want? And also, the next gen Call of Duty, I admit, in comparison to the old CODs, it does look good. I had the problem where I did watch the Battlefield reveal before I saw the Ghosts reveal, and it didn't show Ghosts to be that good. I'm not saying that it won't be good. I will probably still get it. It's an Infinity War game. I like their games. So there is one bit of news which is slightly controversial at the moment, is that actually there is not... When they said a new game engine, they kind of lied to us on a technicality. I will quote here, this article that I'm reading from is going to be linked in the description. When we're internally talking about a new engine, we're talking about upgrading significant systems within that engine. So basically what he said there, this is the lead developer of Infinity Ward. They actually haven't really... a lot of people thought was that they'd simply got a new game engine in the last 2 years and just got something completely new and rewritten it. They weren't using the Quake engine anymore. They haven't actually done that. What they've done is, I believe, just sort of stripped it apart and just remade the engine, essentially. Now, a lot of people will think this is a bad thing, that this game engine is made in 1996. There are PS2 games with much more high-spec engines than this. That is a valid point. But there is one thing I will say in their defense, is that it may not be a bad thing. Because, to compare it to another game, Battlefield uses the Frostbite engine. This is a brilliant engine, but from the previous games, they used the original Frostbite engine. Frostbite 2 was a huge leap. It was an amazing engine, but all they'd really done, what they had done, was there wasn't a brand new engine or anything. They just simply taken the original Frostbite engine, stripped it apart, and just completely rebuilt the engine with more power. This is what they might have done with CoD Ghosts, which means that it could be a really good game. All I want from the game to be able to do is to at least be as smooth as MW3. When I play an MW3 on PS3 now, it is really smooth. You might get the odd laggy moment and you get a bit of bullshit because, of course, it's COD. But it is a nice, smooth game, it's playable and it's fun. That's all I want from the game, just to be playable, fun and smooth. And also, if it has a good campaign, that's a bonus. I always love campaigns. And now, the last bit of thing I want to talk to you guys about is capture cards. Now, I've already said I will be getting a new capture card at the end of the year. I've chosen Elgato just because it seems to be the leading capture card. It just does amazing features with it. Like, you can just set it and it will kind of half record all your game. It will like record it, but it won't store it. So you can record for like, I think it's an hour limit, and then if you suddenly remembered, oh, 1 minute, I had something that I didn't actually store, you can scroll back and start recording that, and from then on. I think that's a really cool feature. And you can also live stream straight to Twitch. At the moment, that's not useful for me because I don't think anyone really would watch it. But that's another good feature with it. And it's just the fact that it's a HD capture card, and it is a lot cheaper than like the Hauppauge, which is like 180 quid. This is 140. It's not an amazing price difference, but it does make a difference. And the reason why I'm talking to you about this is because if, like me, you want to go and buy a new capture card, I wouldn't get one yet, because I have an email from Elgato, and what they said, because I went up to them and emailed them asking, are they planning on bringing out a new capture card for the next generation consoles? Now, they emailed back saying they will not know until they actually get hands-on with the console, because in the HDMI output, they do not know yet if it's going to have a special copyright security in it. If it does, then they will probably have to make a new capture card to get past this. It's all because they don't want people like recording off of like Netflix. They don't want people recording films of that, which is fair enough. If it doesn't, then the original Elgato capture card will work perfectly with next generation consoles. It's just to do with this, with the HDMI input and output. And that is why I'm holding back. I'm just waiting until they confirm whether the old one works or whether they're making a new one. If they make a new one and it works, I'll get that. But anyway, guys, I want to see what you think. What games are you looking forward? What consoles are you getting? And any other thing you want to mention about E3 and the new recent gaming news? Please like if you've enjoyed, subscribe if you want to see more. And this is Guy Give No Gamer Tag signing out.